Do we need a Halo 3 anniversary? With it seeming pretty likely that we'll be seeing a new Halo game revealed next month at the Halo World Championship, the topic of Halo 3 anniversary has slowly started to crop up again, and it got me thinking, is a Halo 3 anniversary really necessary? Now, both Combat Evolved Anniversary and Halo 2 Anniversary are considered remasters, though these two games really blur the lines of what a remaster is. As far as the campaign goes, although the visuals look completely brand new, they're built over the skeleton of the original game, hence why you can switch between both the original and remastered graphics. They look better than most remasters, which are usually just a visual enhancement, with textures probably being improved to whatever the current standard is. However, with the multiplayer of these two titles, it's a completely different story. Combat Evolved Anniversary doesn't have its own unique multiplayer, it was essentially just a DLC for Halo Reach. It did have its own multiplayer maps and firefight maps, but this was of course just Halo Reach, it wasn't a remake or remaster of Combat Evolved's multiplayer. As for Halo 2 Anniversary, in this case it was a remake, which is why this title really blurs those lines. The campaign is a remaster, but the multiplayer is completely remade. Now of course, CEA was its own original title, but is a part of the Master Chief Collection, which is what Halo 2 Anniversary was also released in. Halo 2 Anniversary, in my opinion, is significantly better than CEA. It features those beautiful blur cutscenes, and unlike Combat Evolved Anniversary, I don't think the remastered visuals in Halo 2 really detract from the original art style of the game. Both of the titles also do feature a remastered soundtrack, which is pretty cool, and some of these updated tracks do sound incredible. Of course, to a lot of people, I can understand the appeal of a Halo 3 remaster, but I think what a lot of people don't realize is it's already happened. Master Chief Collection is that remaster. It's not an anniversary edition of the game akin to CEA and Halo 2 Anniversary. It doesn't have a completely overhauled campaign, but it still features those visual enhancements. Halo 3 in Master Chief Collection now also features a ton of content that wasn't in the first game. It features expanded customization with a ton of new armors that were released. You can also change your visor color, your tech suit. You can equip back accessories, weapon skins, and vehicle skins, something you couldn't do in original Halo 3, and you can even use those weapon skins in the campaign, which I think is pretty cool. There's also 3 additional multiplayer maps that weren't in original Halo 3. And one of the coolest things is that the weapons that were only present in Halo 3 ODST are now in the regular multiplayer for Halo 3, which includes the suppressed SMG, the tactical Magnum, with these also being usable on Forge maps. So although I really like the idea of a Halo 3 anniversary, getting to see those cutscenes remastered with the same visual fidelity of the blur cutscenes, at the same time it doesn't really feel necessary. I think Halo 3 has held up incredibly well. For a game that came out all the way back in 2007, it by no means looks bad. And since it has been upscaled for Master Chief Collection, I genuinely think doing a full dedicated remaster of this title would be pointless. I did ask some of the people in my Discord server what their thoughts on this were, and a lot of people said that they would love to see one. For some of them, it was just so we could have anniversary edition tracks of Halo 3's soundtrack. Some people want to see high definition versions of characters like Sergeant Johnson, which is fair. Some of the face models for Halo 3 definitely don't look the best. One person mentioned how they still think that Halo 3 holds up incredibly well, but it would be nice to have a completed anniversary trilogy, which I also think is fair. There was also an instance where someone disagreed and said they don't think we need a Halo 3 anniversary and that the studio should focus on making new games. If you want to join the Discord, by the way, I will leave a link in the pinned comment. We do like regular group machinimas occasionally, game nights, and you know, just conversations about Halo. Anyways, overall, if we got a Halo 3 anniversary, I'm not gonna lie, I would play the hell out of it. MCC does serve as a pretty solid remaster for Halo 3. It features pretty much everything that the original game had, and additional content upon that, with enhanced visuals. But of course there is things from the original title that are sorely missed, like the iconic Halo 3 main menu. A H3A would be awesome, I'm not going to deny it, but I also think it would be kind of unnecessary. A full remake that adds additional content, cut levels, well that's a different story. But a remaster akin to HCA and H2A, I don't really think we need. But on that note, it's time to wrap this one up. Let me know down below whether or not you would like to see Halo 3 Anniversary, and feel free to let me know how many times I repeated the word anniversary across this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.